now you got Boots Ennis in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, you know, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him test it. So until then, you know, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, like, especially money-wise. Don't nobody really know Boots, but I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
That definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for, you know.
Terence "Bud" Crawford has finally responded to the recently leaked training footage of Jaron "Boots" Ennis, and his reaction sent a serious message. After seeing the new clips of Boots, one of boxing's brightest young stars, Crawford fired back with what sounded like a warning. While Ennis has been training with incredible intensity for his next fight, Crawford reminded everyone why he's still the man at the top. This isn't about clout or callouts anymore. It's about legacy, respect, and levels. As Crawford said himself, there are levels to this. It all started when fresh footage of Jaron Ennis dropped online, and fans went crazy. Boots looked incredible, lightning fast mid-work, sharp reflex drills, and smooth footwork that reminded people of prime Crawford. The clips spread fast across X, YouTube, and Instagram with captions like "The next Bud is here." Even promoter Eddie Hearn called Ennis the new Crawford, saying a fight between the two would be the biggest matchup in American boxing normally. Crawford stays calm, but this time he didn't stay silent. In a recent interview after a press event, a reporter showed him the Ennis footage and asked, "What do you think? People are calling him the next you." Crawford smiled and replied, "If he's the next me, he's still got a long way to go. People talk about highlights. I talk about history. He's in the gym hitting pads. I'm in the record books beating legends." That wasn't just a quote. It was a statement. For Crawford, this isn't social media talk. It's about proving that even with a new generation rising, the throne still belongs to him. He's 42-0 with 31 knockouts, and now a 5-division world champion after beating Canelo Alvarez to become undisputed at 168 pounds. No one else in boxing has done that. Not Mayweather, not Pacquiao, not even Canelo. So, when Ennis's team started comparing his name with Crawford's,
you know, Terence is only going to fight Boots if there's loads of money on the line, because he knows how good Ennis is, and he's not going to fight anymore unless it's for a lot of money. So we have to do what we say. We have to prove the quality of Ennis, and he has to earn his shot against Crawford. But that is the fight that I look at in 9 to 12 months' time, 3 fights down the line. And I think US fight fans are going to be crying out for that fight. Like, you imagine if we beat Lima on Saturday, we beat Ortiz, you know, we beat Fundora or Mertzalayev or Zayas. Everyone will be calling for Ennis v Crawford.
I think a lot of fans are crying for that now.
They have been for years.
Yeah.
But the reality is we still need to, you know, it's not, I think everyone who, like I say, everybody that knows boxing.
Yeah, boxing fans.
One that knows how good Ennis is go, I mean, what a fight. That is unbelievable. But still, you've got to educate people that Ennis is as good as I say he is. Right? And you do that by beating the champion. So we've got work to do.
Hit a nerve. Eddie Hearn has been promoting the matchup heavily, calling it the fight for American boxing. And while Crawford respects how good Boots is, he's not intimidated. He just knows it would be a serious fight. Hearn even doubled down, calling Ennis the new Crawford. That's when Bud dropped another message straight from Omaha. You can't copy greatness. You can only chase it. I don't do new versions. There's one Bud Crawford, and I'm still active. Fans went wild.
Canelo can't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I feel like Bud damn near basically went every round. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of
Hell
boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So Now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or
Greatest of all time.
yeah?
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
I think the perfect weight for Boots is 160. I think he could go there now and be in his absolute prime. He'll be tight at 54 tomorrow. People think that when you move up in weight, all of a sudden it's easy. He's massive. He will 100% go to 168 at some point. So right there, you've got a 4-division championship. But I don't want him just to be a 4-division champion. I want him to be undisputed in those, because I think he's the natural progressor to Terence Crawford. I think he's of the same kind of ability as Terence Crawford. And what Crawford's done is amazing, because he was undisputed in 3 weight classes.
Yeah, you got to prove it in a ring.
Of course you have. It's very well me saying it. But you've got to prove it in a ring. But you've also, people know in boxing. So everyone's always known how good Crawford was. But it took him a long time to get the opportunities to prove it. We've got to make sure that we're not 36, 37, 38 when we're getting those opportunities. Because if Boots can get it at 29, 30, he's going to be around 34, 35. He lives a clean life. Do you know what I mean? I think this guy, I truly believe, I think he could be one of the all-time greats.
Comments flooded social media, half saying Boots is the future, half saying Bud is still untouchable. But behind all the talk, one thing is becoming clear. This rivalry might not stay just words for long. Let's talk about Boots for a second. His record speaks for itself. 30 for wins, 30 knockouts. A former unified welterweight champion. Now the WBA and Ring Magazine champ at 154 after defeating Iman Ennis earlier this year.
Terence Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to show how great he is.
He's not me.
Yeah.
You know, as much as a lot of people, you know, say we have similarities and, you know, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, you know, and I'm not him. So.
Yeah. Tim had said comparison that like he's like a Chrysler 300 and you're like a Bentley.
Yeah, like once again, like he's not me. You know, he's trying to get to where I'm at. You know, he's where he at. I'm where I'm at. You know, he got a long way to go.
And, you know, obviously we're here in Philadelphia for Boots Ennis. Eddie, a couple other people, you know, called Boots the natural successor to Terence Crawford. And obviously I know your relationship with him. Do you feel that high on Boots as well, or?
Hell yeah, I think Boots is a hell of a fighter. I don't know about the natural sensation, whatever that is to Terence Crawford. I think Boots is his own fighter, Terence his own fighter. But I think they both hell of a fighters. I've been around Boots for years, and he's the truth.
And last one for me, I'll let you go. Obviously, everyone's talking about a potential fight, you and Teofimo. Is there any updates to that? I mean, is that something that you are looking towards?
Yeah, that's the fight I want. So, ain't no updates. I don't speak business until the deal is done. So, nothing to talk about.
World class. What does he mean?
Yeah, he said world class fighter. Like if he's trying to say if you a world class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up in combat, be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So, yeah, he definitely did say that too. Yeah.
We ain't worrying about, right now we ain't worrying about Crawford. We gonna clean 147 now, then we gonna move to 154. If he there and he got a belt, we coming after him. Simple as that.
All right, super quick, we just witnessed a destruction by Jaron Ennis. What do you think?
I thought it was a great introduction to 154. It's Pablo Carey, and he did his thing. So, congrats to Boots.
What do you think's next for Boots Ennis? I mean, what options are there at 154 in your mind for him?
I want to see him fight either the winner of Bertrand Erickson Leuven or maybe like Fundora or somebody. I'll be a good fight.
And what about for yourself?
I'm back top of next year, defending my world title in a big fight.
Appreciate you, champ.
At just 28, he's not just winning, he's dominating. He trains like a scientist, moves like a cat, and punches like a truck. His combinations are sharp, his defense smooth, and his fight IQ impressive. Even Canelo Alvarez sparred with him before facing Crawford, and afterward, Canelo admitted that Boots' speed couldn't prepare him for Bud's precision. That says it all. because even when Ennis is helping others prepare, Crawford still stands a level above. After Crawford's victory over Canelo, Jaron Ennis gave him full credit. He told Ariel Helwani, "He just beat Canelo, the face of boxing, so right now, Crawford's the face of boxing." Boots also said he's following Bud's example, moving up divisions, taking on bigger challenges, and staying in top shape year-round. His debut at 154 against Luis Mel Lima was pure dominance, proof he's ready for bigger names. But Crawford isn't impressed by flash or fancy training clips. But you don't earn greatness by talking. You earn it by beating the ones they say you can't beat. Until Ennis does that, Crawford says. He's still in the shadow. Eddie Hearn may keep hyping the fight, but Bud's not giving up his crown that easily. At 38, Crawford is sharper than ever, mentally, technically, and physically. As one trainer said, Crawford's at the chess stage of his career. Every move is calculated. Boots might be fast, but Bud's thinking 3 steps ahead. That's the truth, and that's why fans and boxing experts are completely divided.